Hey folks, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 9 useful formulas for Google Sheets. So what are formulas? Formulas can be used to perform many operations and tasks automatically. To type any formula in Google Sheet, you have to start by typing the equal symbol followed by the name of the formula you want to use. So in this video, we're going to be taking 9 formulas that you can see on the screen: split, join, filter, count, SPARKLINE, detect language, Google Translate, import range, and CHAR 8226. So let's get started. So the first formula that we have is split. The split formula divides the text around a specified character or string. So here we have email addresses that has gmail.com, Yahoo, Hotmail, and more. So we want to split the text and get the username and domain name separately. To do that, select the cell where we want to insert the formula and just type in split. And the first thing you have to do is select the cell that you want to split. Add a comma. Now you have to specify the delimiter. That is the text or the string that you want to use to separate the cell that you selected. So here it's going to be @ so that we can get the username followed by the domain name. So you just type here @, close the quotes, close the brackets, and hit enter. Here you can see we have successfully split the email address into username and domain name. Now, writing the formula again and again for all these is a bit hectic. So let's just click on the blue dot here and stretch it till the end. So the formula automatically gets applied to all of the email addresses. Let's take a look at the next formula, that is join. So here we have some details of students, that is the first name, last name, and we have to use the join formula to combine the first name and the last name. So what is the join formula? The join formula combines strings or data in cells with a specified separation between the two strings. So now here we have to combine the first name and the last name here into these cells. So click the cell where you want to insert the formula, just type in join, and now just select the first cell that you want to join, add a comma, specify the separator. We're going to add a space, add the comma, select the second cell, close the bracket, hit enter. Here you can see the name has successfully been added. Now let's just click on the suggested autofill, and here you can see all the names have been successfully joined together. Now let's take a look at the next formula. The next formula is filter. Now what the filter formula helps you extract data that meets the specified filter criteria that you give. So now we have some data here on students with their marks in physics. Now say the teacher wants the name of the students whose marks are greater than 15. So going through this data might be hectic. So we're going to be using the simple filter formula. To do that, select the cell, we're going to write filter, and then we're going to be specifying the range that you want to filter. So that's going to be this. Ignore the header and just select the data here, add a comma. Now we need to specify the filter criteria. To do that, we're going to be selecting this column since we want to filter the students' names on the basis of this column, and add. Now we wanted greater than 15. So we're going to just write greater than sign followed by 15, close the brackets, hit enter. Here you can see we have got all the students with their roll numbers whose marks are greater than 15 in physics. Let's take a look at the next formula, that is count A. Now so now you might be having say 20 or 30 rows of the student's name, or you don't know the exact count and you want to know the number of students in your class. That's simple. You can use the count A formula. So the count A formula gets the number of values in a specified range. In this example, we're going to be using count A, and we're going to be selecting these cells that we want to count through. We'll select this, close the bracket, hit enter, and now you've successfully got the number of students in the class using the count A formula. Next, we have SPARKLINE. The SPARKLINE formula creates a miniature chart inside a spell for a specified range. So here we have some data on stocks with the prices on 5 days, and we want to create a miniature chart to see whether the prices are going up or they're going down. So to do that, you need to write the equal to, add the sparkline, and now you need to specify the range. So for default it just creates a line chart, but if you want to use some other charts, I'll be leaving a link in the description. You can go and check that out. So now we have specified the range, close the bracket, hit enter. Here you can see a graph has successfully been created for the charts. Now we're going to be going down. We just drag this down. You can see all the charts have successfully been created. Now let's take a look at the next formula to be covered. The next formula is detect language. So the detect language formula identifies the language used in a specified range or a specified cell. So here we have some words in different languages and we want to detect the language. So to do that, we'll just write equal to and type in the detect language formula, select the cell, close the bracket and hit enter. And you can see JA, that is Japanese. So I'll be leaving another link in the description that shows you more ways for Google Translate and detect language. We'll be doing the next for the last one. You're going to write detect language. We'll select the cell, close the bracket, hit enter. This is in Hindi. Now we're done with the detect language. Let's take a look at the next formula, that is the Google Translate. So now that you have detected the language that you have, let's try and use Google Translate in it. So Google Translate formula converts text from one language to another. Now we're just going to select the cell where we want to insert the Google Translate. We're just going to type in Google Translate. Now we'll select the cell that we want to translate. Now you have to specify the original language. So this hello is in English. So the keyword for this is EN, and say I want to translate this to Japanese. So we detected that the keyword or the code for Japanese is JA. So we'll just open the quotes, write JA, close the quotes, close the bracket, hit enter. Now you can see it has been converted to Japanese successfully. Let's do it for the next one too. Now we don't need to write the formula again. We just need to drag this down and it will automatically get added. You can see that the data has been translated to Japanese successfully. Let's take a look at the next one. The next one is import range. The import range formula gets a range of a data from a specific sheet on the criteria that you specify. Range. And the first step is going to be selecting the Google Sheet link. So you paste the link in, close the quotes, add a comma. Now the second step is going to be adding the name of the sheet. So we'll open the quotes here, we'll paste the link, and now it's time to specify the range of data you want. So it's going to be from A2, we want the entire data to come there. So from A2 to E9, you do that, A2 and then E9, you close the quotes, you close the brackets, you hit enter, and in a few seconds the data will come in. You can see on successful execution, all the data has come into this sheet successfully. Now let's take a look at the last formula, that is CHAR 826. The CHAR 8226 formula in Google Sheets creates a bullet point inside a cell followed by the specified text that you want to add. So we're going to be doing this one here. And the first step is going to be selecting the cell where you want to add the bullet point just by typing CHAR and then 8226 then you close the bracket here, and now you add the ampersand sign and add the space. So you want some space between your bullet point and the text. To do that, you need to add the ampersand sign. And now you can specify the text. So if I say Aryan, close the quotes and hit enter, you can see a bullet point has been added successfully to our Google Sheet. So this is all for this video. I hope these formulas have helped you. If you feel like I've not mentioned some formulas, let me know in the comment section what should I cover in the upcoming videos. If you like this video, then please considering liking, sharing, And for more content on Google Workspace and more, hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.